And I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Now, Milton. Setting the floor for the Nets. Johnson is out there with Sharp. Then it's Williams. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Schroeder in at the one spot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
One shot.
One shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by one. So it's Cincinnati now. Lillard, right side. It's deflected. And here's Schroeder. Pass to Sharp. To the middle. And then Johnson with the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
So it's Cincinnati now. After the basket by Brooklyn. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Burks. Cincinnati needs to get off a shot. Gobert can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 3. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
There's Schroeder. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. The drive by Schroeder. And a missed layup. Manton, the pass to Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Cincinnati trails by 3. Here's Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one, doing it all.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Now on the court is your high squad. Get loud and let them hear it.
And Cincinnati will go for a different look here. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Jimmy Butler comes in for Burks. Edwards, he's checked in for Delano Banton. And Trae Young subbed in for Damian Lillard. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, during the break, listened in with what Jordi Fernandez was telling the team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Cincinnati.
Well, you know, in some circles, this is an unpopular point, but there can be value in taking the mid-range shot. This team is certainly proving that tonight.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
And that one falls for Tatum. Brooklyn with the ball. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Offensive rebound. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
The shot comes out. Simmons with the defensive effort. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Thomas. A slam dunk by Thomas.
You can rely on Schroeder's passing ability. He does a good job finding and setting up shooters.
Edwards looking it over. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And that one drops. And Cincinnati leads by 2.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Outside Thomas. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Bounce pass, Schroeder. Thomas outside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Thomas got 9 points now in just the second half. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Cincinnati. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Young's shot is off. Now here's Bogdanovich to the inside. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Cincinnati.
You know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's Wembanyama. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
The other thing they've done is they have not shied away from the mid-range game. I mean, plenty of points coming their way off of jump shot opportunities. I like that.
And he is unable to get the second one.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Here's Thomas. It's good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Young looking around. And he drives in. It's in! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Here's Thomas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
Young outside. Outside Tatum. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Coming out to the floor for your home team, number 27.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Thomas against Edwards. It's in!
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
Tatum looking around.
Big time!
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did, up high and down hard on the windmill front.
And you just know that's going to have a big effect on this team. I mean, their blood has to be pumping after that one, and the heart rate racing a little faster, too.
So we see Cincinnati get the win here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And now, our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
I had to refocus. If I were you, to be honest, I wouldn't approach us. Out in the world, ready.